Now, guys, in this video, we are going to have a look at um, a general way to find an average gradient. Okay, we established previously if you want to find an average gradient of a function between a certain interval, you just have to find the gradient of a line through those 2 points, right? Now, is the general way whereby you don't have to really stress yourself about what the gradient of the line is, stuff like that. Okay, is there really a general way to do that? And that's what we're going to find out today. All right, so there is, of course, and we're going to start with a story here again. This is point A here, as you can see. Suppose we don't know this, of course, and that's why I've put off x values, and let's call that x value there x, just name it x. Now, there's x point B, and I tell you that the distance between this x coordinate and this x coordinate here, which is basically the x coordinate for B, is h. I tell you that this distance is h. Then this coordinate here should be x plus h, okay? X plus h. So we are generalizing, remember, we don't know what this value of x is, okay? So this should be just x plus h. So if you think about it, if this was 2, and I told you the gap here is 3, then this we know x plus h will be 5, okay? So that's just a simple way to think about it. Now, what is the y value here? What is the y value here? This is f. We are given the green graph is f. So the y value, I hope you agree with me, should be f of x, right? At this point, then, the y value depends on the coordinate x plus h. So the y value here should be f of x plus h. All right. So we're going to generalize here. Now we're going to find a general formula. So if I find the gradient, if I compute the gradient, and I'm going to come down here to the left and write my gradient. So the gradient then is gradient, or we can say, let us be actually exact, because we want to find the average gradient of this line here. If I may, I will draw, I will actually draw a segment here so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, my cables here are messing up with me a little bit. So let's have this line. So if I want to find the average gradient of this line, GeoGebra has named it line G. Okay, so just don't want to show that. I don't show that. Yeah. So if I want to find the average gradient, it's going to be, okay, average gradient of f, okay, is the gradient of that line AB, is given by, well, MAB is equal to, we said, change in y over change in x. And this is f of x plus h minus f of x, that's the change in y, the vertical change, okay, divided by x plus h minus x. That's what happens. Now, you notice that when we simplify, this x here takes care of that. Okay, those are like terms, right? So we are left with f of x plus h minus f of x over h. That's it. So what we're going to do here, we are going to actually now use this general formula to find an average gradient for any function at any given point, if you may like. Okay, so that's what we are actually going to do. And maybe we might look at some real interpretation or over that. So let's take an example here, the function f of x. I'm going to actually now do something different here, and then so that we can get into this. All right, so I hope you are with me now here on the other screen. All right,